the Lyndon Bindling International Airport. I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at stories making news tonight. The Deputy Prime Minister sheds light on government Grand Bahama Port Authority relations following the arbitration. Grand Bahama Port Authority removed campaign signs overnight, citing unauthorized placement and by law violations. And a hit-and-run accident leaves a Grand Bahama man hospitalized.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Government and port relations taking center stage tonight following the arbitration findings, a decision that has reignited the discussion over governance, regulation, and the future of Freeport. The Deputy Prime Minister addressing the importance of improved relations between the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority, noting that collaboration will be key to moving the island forward and delivering real benefits for Grand Bahamians. His comments coming as both sides now move to engage on outstanding matters, including regulatory oversight and areas of responsibility within the port area. Our Matthew Martin-Burrow has more in tonight's top story.
Following a heated arbitration between the government of the Bahamas and the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Deputy Prime Minister the Honorable I. Chester Cooper says the relationship is turning a corner, moving toward greater clarity and progress.
This gives us, in my view, an opportunity to move forward on a steady platform where there's less confusion, less fights for the future. Lord knows the people of Grand Bahama need a break.
DPM Cooper adds that in the aftermath of the legal matter, clear communication between the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority remains a top priority.
A clarification here, for example, where IRCA becomes the official regulator of utilities and the power company, etc., is now clarified. That matter now can fall away from the courts. In effect, the GBPA had filed in the courts to have the court clarify that IRCA did not have authority here. So one good thing about the arbitration is that that matter is now settled.
And with the arbitration now settled and both sides meeting to discuss terms laid out by the tribunal, the Deputy Prime Minister says he is hopeful for greater collaboration among stakeholders for the benefit of Grand Bahamians.
I hope that from the arbitration moving forward, we can now have collaboration between the parties for the benefit of the people of Grand Bahama.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martin-Burrow.
Meantime, a dispute over campaign signage is unfolding in Freeport tonight, with the Grand Bahama Port Authority reaffirming signage regulations across the city of Freeport. Our Raven Davis joined us live in studio with the details. Raven?
Well, Jolanda, there is a growing clash over campaign signs in Freeport tonight as the Grand Bahama Port Authority cracks down on political advertisements they say were erected without the required approval and outside the established framework. Political signage erected throughout the city of Freeport has been removed overnight by the Grand Bahama Port Authority. In a press statement issued, the GBPA outlined its position, noting that signage within the port area is regulated under the Freeport Control of Advertisements bylaws, which require prior approval from the GBPA before display. The statement adds that limited exceptions exist for election-related advertisements. However, these are only permissible following the formal issuance of a writ of election. GBPA officials say that in advance of the election period, they engaged representatives of major political groups, including the Progressive Liberal Party, Free National Movement, the Coalition of Independents, and independent candidates to outline the requirements and encourage a coordinated approach to campaign signage. However, officials say they observed that signs were erected without protocols being followed and were therefore unauthorized and subject to removal in accordance with the bylaws. The statement continues that prior to enforcement, political parties were advised that if the signs were not removed, the GBPA would proceed with removal. However, additional signs were erected in unauthorized locations, resulting in the GBPA removing the signage, which is being held for collection at its Cedar Street compound. Meanwhile, Yolanda, the matter has taken another turn with a criminal complaint reportedly filed over the removal of the signs. The GBPA is pushing back, insisting its actions were fully within the law and necessary to enforce its bylaws. Now, this is the story we will continue to follow. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Raven. A false alarm bringing a sigh of relief for workers at Buckeye, Bahamas, who reported to work this morning only to be alerted to a suspicious package, prompting safety protocols and a halt to operations. Our Shalia Jones was there and filed this report.
It was a frightening start to the day for all Buckeye, Bahamas employees as a suspicious package was discovered early Tuesday morning, forcing an immediate shutdown of all operations. Company officials quickly moved to secure the facility, placing staff on high alert as emergency protocols were activated.
Earlier this morning, we got a notification from a team member at the terminal that there was a suspicious package found within the terminal. Our protocol and procedure tells us that we need to investigate the terminal and get everybody working within the facility to safety before we can investigate. So the team here followed the policy and the procedure on investigating the terminal so we can or evacuating the terminal so we can investigate. We notified the local authorities who responded and helped us determine that there was no threat.
An estimated 200 employees were evacuated from the compound as authorities responded and conducted a thorough inspection of the scene.
There was a package that we believe was just dirty clothes that had been left in suspicious packaging that didn't look like it was something that you would normally see. And so we were able to do an investigation and determine that there was no threat. And so there was no email, there was no other communication. It just, as part of our routine checks, we know to identify suspicious packages and then initiate the response that we all have been trained on.
Following their assessment, officials determined the threat to be a false alarm. Director of Operations Samuel Belmar says while today's conditions allowed for a swift response, the company treats every bomb scare with the utmost seriousness, emphasizing that safety remains their top priority.
Yeah, our top priority is to make sure that we put everybody that works here's safety at the forefront. So ensuring safety of our employees, the contractors, and the communities and other businesses around us is what's most important to us. So regardless of the situation, we will respond with that is the top priority.
The all clear has since been given and normal operations have resumed. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Charlia Jones.
Meantime, police in Grand Bahama are investigating a hit-and-run accident that has left a man hospitalized. The incident occurred shortly after 8:00 p.m. Monday, March 30th in the area of Holmes' Rock, Section D. Video obtained by ZNS News shows the victim lying on the ground, awaiting assistance from medical personnel. Superintendent of Police and officer in charge of road traffic, Christopher Farquharson, says when officers arrived on the scene, they met the man on the side of the road with apparent injuries.
Our initial investigation tells us that the male was walking on the side of the road when he was hit by a vehicle that was traveling in a western direction. The vehicle failed to stay on the scene. The police is now appealing to the public if anyone have any information regarding the person who's responsible for this accident. You can call 919 or 911 or the traffic police station Freeport at 350-3148.
The male pedestrian was transported to the hospital via ambulance, where he's listed in stable condition.
And still to come,
A tragic death leads to a second chance at life for a young boy as Kidney Month comes to a close. It's a story you don't want to miss. Stay with us, sports and more when we return.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Grand Bahama, it's time for the 26th Annual Pelican Point Coconut Festival. Easter Monday, April 6th. It's coconut everything. From cuisine to dessert, drinks, and curly wash galore. Come out and compete in the Coconut Boat Sloop Sailing Race, Coconut Games and Contests, and Flooding of the Maple. Entertainment by the St. George's Pop Band, Fanchon, and KB. Backed by the Top Tier Band. And a junket rush out by the Grand Bahama Champion, the Superstar Rocker. It's the 26th Annual Pelican Point Coconut Festival. Easter Monday, April 6th, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Pelican Point Coconut Festival site.
A storied party falling apart. F&M's fleeing. Chaos. Confusion. Even court battles. What's happening with the F&M is sad. Divided. Directionless. Dysfunctional. The ones left behind won't admit it, but it's chaos inside. They say a fish rots from the head down. If Michael Pintard can't keep his own party together, how can he run an entire country?
Spring into savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. For a limited time, enjoy 20% off store-wide and bring fresh new life into your home. From your kitchen to your bathroom to your bedroom, discover colors and styles that inspire every space. Come on in, find the perfect fit, and take it home today. Join us for this exclusive 3-day sale, March 31st through April 2nd. Visit Grand Bahama Tiles today and refresh your home for less.
Don't miss the 25% off Easter sale at Park & Shop this March 30th, 31st, and April 1st, 2nd, and 4th, including red tag items and underwear. That's at Park & Shop downtown Freeport.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. A fatal traffic accident involving a 17-year-old has given a 12-year-old boy a second chance at life. As Kidney Month comes to a close, we shared the heartfelt story of the Thomas family, whose son suffered from kidney failure, and how a tragic loss became their miracle. Raven Davis reports.
You may remember little Joey. What started as a routine doctor's visit quickly turned into a parent's worst nightmare, changing the Thomas' family's life forever. LaDonya Thomas says her son Joseph was just 4 years old when doctors made the shocking discovery. He was in stage 4 kidney failure.
Dr. Ferguson told us that it was so severe that we would have to leave the country by Monday, the latest. Like any mother, I was so shattered. I couldn't believe. And then I was just having so many feelings of guilt.
What followed was a difficult journey overseas, filled with uncertainty, fear, and financial strain. Thomas and her husband left behind stable government jobs in the Bahamas to seek life-saving care in Canada.
My son had in his life over 20 plus procedures. And so one procedure, thousands of dollars.
For years, the family waited for a miracle, a kidney donor. That miracle came just days before Christmas 2024. A 17-year-old boy who died in a tragic accident became Joseph's donor, giving him a second chance at life.
It's almost like you don't even want to celebrate because you know that another family is in mourning, but that family, they wrote us. They were writing us and just letting us know what joy it was.
Shortly after, Joey was rushed into a 9-hour transplant surgery.
That was the longest 9 hours of my life. When Joey wake up of the surgery and they took me to the recovery room, when the doctors were in there, they said, you know what the first question Joey asked us when he woke up? Is my new kidney in?
Today, Joseph is thriving. Now 12 years old, he's back in school, full of energy and doing what he loves most, playing basketball.
Joey is living his best life, and he has a lot more energy. He's back to school after being out of school for so long.
As the family embraces this new chapter, Thomas is sharing her story to encourage other families faced with a similar situation.
God, go to him. He understands the days when you may not even have words to say, and so for those of us that are in positions of change, like pour into our medical system.
For the Thomas family, the journey isn't over, but today it's filled with hope, a second chance at life made possible by one selfless gift. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Doctors Hospital is aiming to bolster its workforce following a career fair at Christ the King Cathedral for Saliba Center on Saturday morning. Speaking with Chief Executive Officer for the medical entity, Dennis DeVoe, he says this career fair is a major milestone for the healthcare company.
Your milestone is to start to engage the community around the employment as well as the vendor opportunities that will exist for key stakeholders to help us actually stand the facility up. So we're quite happy for this opportunity again to signal our commitment to Grand Bahama beyond what we've already done in the Kavala Medical Center and 8 Mile Rock, our existing urgent care center on West Mall Drive, just down the road from where we are today. And then now this milestone, staffing, vendor engagement toward the opening of our new hospital.
DeVoe adds the turnout expectation for the fair aimed for more than 150 potential applicants, and while expectations have been exceeded, he expresses his optimism for those who are selected and dedicated to the healthcare profession.
So we've seen tons of folks in pharmacy as an example. We've seen tons of folks in certain allied health professions that have come out looking for opportunities, looking for ways to contribute to the health and wellness of the people of Grand Bahama. And we think Doctors Hospital is an excellent place for them to consider to work.
Tonight we salute our Facebook friend of the day, Tyrone Smith. A special happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for your support. And that's a look at stories. Making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Listen, a lot like we was the only ones left there in Freeport because everybody was in Miami watching DJ play.
Listen, that looked like that was a good game too.
I know.
Thanks, Shane. Don't go away. Sports comes your way next, right after this break.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Jackie's Bakery and Catering's hot cross buns are back March 30th to April 2nd. Fresh, delicious, and going fast. No orders, first come, first serve. Get yours at Jackie's Bakery or at Express Food Mart on Coral Road or Vallejo Road. Don't miss out.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Spring into savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. For a limited time, enjoy 20% off store-wide and bring fresh new life into your home. From your kitchen to your bathroom to your bedroom, discover colors and styles that inspire every space. Come on in, find the perfect fit, and take it home today. Join us for this exclusive 3-day sale, March 31st through April 2nd. Visit Grand Bahama Tiles today and refresh your home for less.
Grand Bahama, the pageant capital, will play host to the hottest youth event of the year. It's the 2026 Exquisite Catamaran Center's Miss Teen Universe Bahamas Preliminaries. Under the patronage of Minister for Grand Bahama and MP for Pine Ridge, the Honorable Ginger Boxey, the most beautiful girls from around the family of islands will compete for the big opportunity to wear the coveted crown. Come and witness the stage heat up in national costume, swimsuit, evening gown, and talent, and a special appearance by Exquisite and Citrus Bahamas pageantry system. It all goes down at the Regency Theater, Friday, April 10th, 7:30 p.m. Admission at the door, $40 and $20 for school students 17 and under. Don't miss the event of the year.
This is definitely the time for BAMSI to continue to build on the progress that we've made. There's now drone technology. There's now year-round container farming. You have hydroponics. You have aquaponics. You have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in BAMSI, we're not just cultivating produce. We're cultivating producers.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Grand Bahama, it's time for the 26th Annual Pelican Point Coconut Festival. Easter Monday, April 6th. It's coconut everything. From cuisine to dessert, drinks, and curly wash galore. Come out and compete in the Coconut Boat Sloop Sailing Race, coconut games and contests, and Blighting of the Maple. Entertainment by the St. George's Pop Band, Fanchon, and KB. Backed by the Top Tier Bass, and a junket rush out by the Grand Bahama champion, the Superstar Rocker. It's the 26th Annual Pelican Point Coconut Festival. Easter Monday, April 6th, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Pelican Point Coconut Festival site.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave. Everyone, I'm Shane Stubbs. Well, it was a tough.
I love them. Every single one, because obviously I get to see people I don't even know, but just get to interact with them, take a picture. I mean, I hope I take a picture of them as much people as I can, but overall it was good though.
The Sixers lost this one 119 to 109. DJ finished with 13 points and 5 assists. While it wasn't the best night on the floor, he calls it a learning experience nonetheless.
I shouldn't have got the tag. Change the flow of the game, calmness, especially for me. Lesson learned a lesson. I mean, I'm glad it happened now, then obviously, hopefully in the playoffs, anything like that. So just learning from it.
Meanwhile, the 2026 Grand Bahama Flag football season is officially underway. In 5-on-5 action, the Arena Vixens opened their season with a dominant win over the Lady Elites. Fallon Beckford had a 2-touchdown day in the 30-0 win. On the men's side, the Connect Shipping Jets also scoring their first win of the season over the Powerade Knights. The Jets took this one 20-12. In women's action, the LWA Wolverines clawed through the Lady Elites. They got their first win of the season to the tune of 13-0. And closing out the day, the Buccos 3 Links Bad Boys taking on the defending champion Sky's Limit Rock Boys. The score at the final whistle, 27-0. And in Grand Bahama Basketball Association playoff action, the New Era Gym Rats now own a 2-1 series lead over the Pizza Hut Lions, led by Edriel Martinborough's 23 points and 6 dimes. The Gym Rats knocked off the Lions 90-71. Latrez McIntosh chipped in with 16 points. Now Game 4 takes place Wednesday night at 7 over at the St. George's Gymnasium. And that's your sports fix this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. Catch y'all on The Rebound.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
Can't be happening, boy. No, man.
What happened, boy?
Hey, Michael, that's you?
Yeah, that's me, but don't Michael me. It looks like we got a flat tire situation.
Wait,
here.
you wouldn't believe. I just got this tire 3 days ago, and the thing done flat.
I feel your pain. But let me tell you something. Let me help you. People don't buy them kind of tires no more. People smart today. Let me help you. Go to KMW Batteries and Tires on West Settlers Way.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, you can get a brand new tire now for a few dollars more or even less. Now, it's a lucky day for you because I got their number right here. Okay. Call them now because you're going to need their road service.
Thank you, Michael. Right now.
KMW Battery and Tire, West Settlers Way. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 351-2595.
New roads and airports are connecting our islands. Energy reform is bringing electricity prices down, while young Bahamians are stepping up, gaining new skills for new opportunities. Respect for workers. Support for entrepreneurs. We're modernizing energy and infrastructure across our islands and preparing Bahamians to succeed in a new economy. Transformations this big take time. Let's choose progress.
Spring into savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. For a limited time, enjoy 20% off store-wide and bring fresh new life into your home. From your kitchen to your bathroom to your bedroom, discover colors and styles that inspire every space. Come on in, find the perfect fit, and take it home today. Join us for this exclusive 3-day sale, March 31st through April 2nd. Visit Grand Bahama Tiles today and refresh your home for less.
Melinda Whitney, Teaching Diary.
One of the most damaging words a child can hear from a parent isn't a curse word. It's this one, disappointed, especially when it's used as a label and not a lesson. When a child hears, "I'm disappointed in you," they don't hear correction. They hear, "I'm not enough. I failed you. I lost your love." Discipline should correct behavior, not attack identity. There's a difference between saying, "That choice was disappointing," and saying, "You disappoint me." One teaches responsibility, the other teaches shame. Correct the action. Protect the child's heart, because children don't need perfect parents. They need parents who discipline with love.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight, coming your way next.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current current affairs and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the Prime Minister meets with a major grocer ahead of the April 1st slash on VAT. Plus a sharp spike in local gas prices putting a tight squeeze on pocketbooks. But just how long will motorists struggle with paying at the pumps? And pen to paper, a contract signed for major airside works to 2 Exuma airports. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The Prime Minister this evening trading in the four walls of his Cable Beach office for a little over an hour for a walkthrough of Solomon's Fresh Markets ahead of the much-talked-about April 1st VAT slash. Lloyd Allen leads us off with more on that story.
Within hours, the country is set to benefit from the elimination of VAT on uncooked food items. And the Prime Minister today taking a tour at Solomon's Fresh Markets, Harbor Bay, to assess prices, and has been assured by the chairman of AML Foods, that's Franklin Butler, that those prices will adjust in time for tomorrow.
They wanted to come to a grocery store because this is where people feel the pressure most of buying food. You know, they feel it at the top when they roll it to the register, and they feel it at the register, and they feel it when they get home and try to make what I call the week work. That is why my focus has been clear, trying to bring down the cost of living and give Bahamian families real breathing room.
Now, according to AML Chairman Franklin Butler, these prices now attached to many of the items in the store related to those uncooked food items will switch over at 12 a.m., that adjusting those prices going into April 1st.
All of our price tags are connected wirelessly, and so we're able to just use our computer system to put through price changes. We don't have to price every item. See, it says $4.99 with VAT for $5.24. Tomorrow morning when you come in, it'll say $4.99.
We took this step because food prices weigh heavily on working people, on seniors, on parents, on households already carrying enough. Government cannot solve every pressure in one day. Government can act where it has the power to act.
Now, the Prime Minister did indicate that he's spoken with a number of members of the Bahamas Food Retailers Association, all of which are on board and will be prepared for the April 1st adjustment. Reporting from Solomon's Fresh Market, Harbor Bay, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, thanks, Lloyd. Now, as you just heard, that major change at grocery stores starts tomorrow. Come April 1st, VAT on unprepared food is gone, but consumers are being warned to closely watch their receipts. Leah Cooper has more in this next report.
Starting on Wednesday, VAT on unprepared food items dropped to zero. The government says this move is aimed at easing the cost of living, removing VAT from items like fruits, meat, bread, rice, and milk. But head of the Department of Consumer Affairs, Rex Adderley, says some stores may require a bit more time to have those prices reflected on the shelf.
Well, we know for a fact that with the big supermarkets, it's going to take them time because it's going to be a process over a period of time for them to actually change the shelf price. But what we expect is that their point of sales would reflect the reduction of the VAT.
If you're uncertain which items will be VAT-free starting Wednesday, Adderley gives us an idea.
You'll be looking at items such as fresh and frozen meats, vegetables, fruits, and cold cuts.
Along with hundreds of other food items. Now, here's what's not on that list.
Items that would not appear on that listing for tomorrow will be items like candies, sodas, cleaning supplies, and detergents.
And if you're at the checkout and something doesn't look right, Consumer Affairs says don't ignore it, report it.
We would encourage the shoppers to send their complaints in or bring it in to Consumer Affairs. They can reach out to us and we will look into the matter. We ask them to bring their receipts with them, and they can also inform Inland Revenue of the same.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Now, the head of the Department of Consumer Affairs also driving home just how much savings Wednesday's VAT cut can bring Bahamian families.
At present, you have a 5% VAT on unprepared food. When that is removed, you won't see any VAT at all on unprepared food. So we expect that persons will feel a bit more at ease and during their shopping. For instance, unprepared food, your bill might come up to like $300, and when you do the calculations, you might be paying now. Tomorrow, you might be paying like $285. So it's a difference of maybe $15, but it's a big savings.
Well, as VAT in that aspect takes a nosedive, gas prices head upward as conflict thousands of miles away drives up costs right here at home. Leah Cooper tells us more.
With gas prices up once again, many motorists are feeling the squeeze, forcing many to decide how far and how often they drive. And that squeeze is getting tighter. The price of gas jumping by more than $1 at one major retailer, with others expected to follow. Vice President of the Bahamas Petroleum Retailers Association, Vasco Bastian, says the increase was inevitable, attributing this latest hike to escalating geopolitical tensions.
This is really bringing its toll and putting added pressure on the world oil supply. And so this is definitely as a result of that crisis in the Middle East.
That crisis leading to a disruption in global supply chains, particularly at the Strait of Hormuz. The critical oil route now effectively closed, driving prices up worldwide. Here at home, many drivers say the global explanation does little to ease local pain.
It's something that we cannot control because it's a global situation. And the only thing we can do is, buckle down, be very conservative.
A shock because I didn't actually know about it. I just heard about it since you told me. And it's rough because it's pricey now.
Filling up everything I can before it changes and try my best to maybe carpool.
All I can do is fill up my tank, and just hope that that'll help me to save.
But Bastian insists this hike is only temporary.
These prices will not last forever. These prices have to come back down, and they will come back down eventually. Just hang in there and continue to be safe and buckle up.
He adds that government intervention helped prevent prices from climbing even higher.
If the Prime Minister had not done what he did or continued to do what he did, I think probably you would find gas prices had probably gone over $8. But I tell you, I'm at it. The government behind the scene is doing all that they can and continue to do all they can to keep prices at a comfortable level.
For now, drivers are bracing for impact as global events continue to hit closer to home. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Chester Cooper, says the government is closely monitoring tensions in the Middle East amid ongoing supply chain disruptions and working to mitigate the impact.
This is something that the government is very conscious of. This is why we made efforts to reduce VAT to ensure that we bring some relief to the Bahamian people. But the reality is we continue to be concerned, we continue to do the best we can, but we continue to be mindful that external geopolitical issues oftentimes drive a lot of these circumstances, as is the case here.
Coming up, groundbreaking for a new judicial complex. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment. Imagine
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
John, I just found out that KFC has an irresistible promo.
Crunch into the juicy flavor of the new KFC Rapstar. A classic made modern that's crunchy, melty, and grilled to perfection for all the journeys of your day. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Are you self-employed or have a small business that's looking for a faster, easier way to submit your C10 statements and pay NIB contributions? Sign up for the NIB C10 Easy Submit and Pay mobile app today. It's quick, secure, and takes just 5 simple steps. You will need a completed R1 business registration form and 2 forms of ID, a passport, voter's card, NIB card, or driver's license. Choose your role and enter your info, NI number, employer's NI number, name, and date of birth. Hit next. Enter your email. Check your inbox for the code, then type it in to verify. Upload the R1 form and your 2 forms of ID and tap submit. Track your application anytime by tapping check status. Once approved, you'll get your confirmation app pin by email within 24 to 72 hours. Return to the app, tap register now, set your login details and enter your final code. That's it. You're now ready to manage your NIB contributions anytime, anywhere. Self-employed persons, small business owners. Skip the line, save time. Download the NIB C10 Easy Submit and Pay mobile app today.
Welcome back to The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Across the islands, MOET is helping Bahamians take control of their future through the Post Office Savings Bank. It's simple, reliable, and designed for everyone, no matter which island you call home. The Post Office isn't just for mail. It's also home to a hidden gem called the Savings Bank. With just $3.15, you can make a huge difference towards your future finances. Come, let me show you how it works. Saving doesn't have to be complicated. From first-time savers to parents planning ahead, the Post Office Savings Bank has been helping Bahamians put a little aside, safely, securely, and close to home.
The Post Office Savings Bank is a thrift bank established by the Bahamas government to assist all Bahamians to save.
Opening an account is easy, and the bank is designed for everyone, no matter your goals. An upcoming trip, school expenses, or just a little peace of mind.
It's completely free to save with us. There are no fees attached to your accounts. There's no service fee, no VAT fee, and no withdrawal fee. Plus, our interest is unbeatable, 5% on all of our accounts. We are also located on every family island where our post office is.
No complications, no hidden fees. Just a simple, reliable way to save at your pace, wherever you are.
You just have to be a Bahamian citizen or a Bahamian resident. All you need is a passport, voter's card, or driver's license, and a NIB, and a minimum of $3 to open an account. We offer 3 different types of accounts: organizational, which is a non-profit, individual account, and joint account.
I'm Erin Scavella, and this is The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Small steps today can turn into big savings tomorrow. Start saving, start simple, and start right where you are.
You're looking at a shot there of Big Pond near Blue Hill Road, and that shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. A major milestone for the Exumas as the Davis administration signs a nearly $7 million contract that will see 2 of the island's airports undergo a major transformation. Corval Python reports on what this will mean for farmers in Staniel Keys.
Tuesday's more than $6 million contract signing for work to the farmers in Staniel Key Airport, says Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, will strengthen travel and open clearer pathways between those who live there and opportunities. A connection, he adds, that has been long needed.
For years, it has been constrained. Today, we are changing that.
Works Minister the Honorable Clay Sweeting says that the work will include runway and terminal upgrades at both airports.
The project involves the reconstruction of the existing apron pavement areas,
in regards to Farmers Key would be 50 feet wide by 2,170 feet long, and Staniel Key 70 feet wide by 2,827 feet long. The terminal in Farmers Key would be roughly 50 feet by 50 feet wide.
Rowdy Boys Construction, a firm that worked on both airports before and has been awarded contracts for similar projects at other Family Island airports, will work along with Farmers Key-based A&E Construction. Deputy Prime Minister and Exuma MP, the Honorable Chester Cooper, brushed off suggestions that Rowdy Boys was being given preferential treatment, insisting that the best firm won.
This is a competitive bidding process, as you might know, and sometimes you win some, you lose some. And the reality is that that process ensures that the Bahamian people win.
At Rowdy Boys, we understand the responsibility that comes with projects like this. We are committed to delivering quality work, meeting timelines, maintaining safety and environmental standards, and working closely with the ministry, engineers, and all stakeholders involved.
No timeline has yet been announced for when the work will get underway, but once started, it is expected to be completed in 8 months. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pfeiffer.
Well, as contractors get down to working on that project, the vision for a modern, more efficient justice system is taking shape following today's groundbreaking for what's set to become one of the country's largest judicial developments. At 342,000 square feet and rising 8 stories high, the new complex is designed to not just expand capacity, but to transform how justice is delivered while also accommodating members of the judiciary, including judges, the Chief Justice, and the Court of Appeal President. It's a major step forward following the demolition of the Rodney E. Bain building, signaling a shift from legacy infrastructure to a system built for today's demands. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis notes the significance of the project.
This complex, when it is completed, will be a product of the government's commitment to reform, combined with your persistence and your advocacy. The demolition of the Rodney Bain building marks the end of an era. That structure served generations of Bahamians, and we honor that legacy. But today, we build for what is required now. Since taking office, this administration has hired 787 new police officers, 379 new correctional officers, and over 300 immigration officers to strengthen our capacity to enforce the law. And through the initiatives like Clear, Whole Bill, we have taken a comprehensive approach to reclaiming our neighborhoods and restoring the confidence of our Bahamian families.
Officials say the design also tackles key challenges, including safely separating incarcerated persons from those attending court, while providing space for judges and senior judicial leaders, and all within a structure built for efficiency and future demand.
As for our accommodations, we have the noted 19 criminal courts. 9 of them are criminal courts, 8 of them are civil courts. And not mentioned is the fact that we have 6 hearing rooms. And then we have 2 appeal courts with the possibility of expansion of 1 more.
Well, also on the rise, nighttime voter registration. Our Corval Pyfrom gives us a feel for how things are going down at one particular site. Corval?
And Makushla, with that countdown now on in anticipation of the upcoming general election, we're seeing a thrust for those who have not yet registered. Well, they're making attempts to do so. We are here at one of those registration sites, the Edmund Smiley Butler building along University Drive. With me is the returning officer for this particular site, Greg Butler. There are at least a couple dozen people here. The process, though, seems to be moving a little slow.
The process is not slow. If you are verifying, right? If you're verifying, we have a line for you. If you are registering for the very first time, we have a line for you. The problem is a lot of people are transferring okay, or getting replacements. That takes a longer time. All right, and so because that takes a longer time, and then one of the biggest problems is Bahamians don't know where they live. And so that kind of slows us down.
And in addition to this site, there are several other sites around.
The Parliamentary on Tonic Darlin Highway, I think it's at the mall, E.P. Roberts, it's several schools that we have.
We're here in the evening time. This site will remain open until?
Well, so this evening, last night we got out of here after 11:30. Okay? Tonight, I don't know what it's going to be like.
Okay. And you know, I guess there was some misgivings about who needs to come in and be registered. If you appeared on the last register, you haven't moved or anything like that, you're fine.
Yeah, but some people, because I think a lot of people are coming in because of the boundary change, they say. They're no longer in Baintown, they're now in Fort Charlotte. And so they come down and, you know, Bahamian people go, we want our card saying where we are registered, where we are voting.
And what about those biometric cards? Thought we would have had them now. Right.
Now, that's above my pay grade. You would have to deal with the parliamentary commissioner on those.
All right, busy times here at the Parliamentary Registration Department, one of the registration sites here at the Edwin Smiley Butler site along University Drive. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pike from Let's Go Back in Studio to you.
Well, thanks, Corvell. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Stay with us.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili, garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn up the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken.
Those pepper wings.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
A storied party falling apart. F&M's fleeing. Chaos. Confusion. Even court battles. What's happening with the F&M is sad. Divided. Directionless. Dysfunctional. The ones left behind won't admit it, but it's chaos inside. They say a fish rots from the head down. If Michael Pintard can't keep his own party together, how can he run an entire country?
Introducing the Easy Renew portal, brought to you by the National Insurance Board. Renewing your national insurance card has never been easier.
I can renew our cards right from the comfort of our home.
And it's so convenient.
Wow.
Whether you're at work or studying hard at the library, even when you're on the go or enjoying retirement.
This is so easy.
Day or night, the Easy Renew portal is there for you. Easy Renew portal. Convenience at your fingertips.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Well, guess who's back in the house? Marlena. And Royston, I know, couldn't be happier. They both are going to give us a sneak peek right now of what's coming up in Access Now.
Well, Makushla, your favorite in-flight magazine is back, and it's flyer than ever. We're going to be learning all about that.
In-Flight magazine for the National Air Carrier Bahamas Air is offering colorful, cultural, and insightful stories to take you anywhere on your destination. Fly away.
Sounds good. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues after this.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to catch J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind. Back at Little Caesars and good. Our popular Chicago-style pizza is back for a limited time only. Enjoy this delicious, thick, buttery crust pizza that's packed with layers of cheese, meats, and veggies for just $18. That inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars, Oaksville, Carmichael Road, East Street, Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and One East Plaza.
Pizza.
That does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
After weeks on the ground in Jamaica, our Bahamas Power and Light team is back home. This second deployment of help to Jamaica brought together experience, teamwork, and a shared goal. Here's Distribution Assistant Manager, Kendall Roll.
Just an awesome and humbling experience to have. It's a privilege to carry the flag of both BPL and the Bahamas.
Returning from his second deployment to Jamaica, Paul Curry reflects on the impact the team made on the ground in supporting restoration efforts. While significant progress has been made, he emphasizes that more work remains and BPL was proud to play its part.
Well, as a matter of fact, because BPL has always been resilient in how we deal with our neighbors, on the first mission we encountered a lot of terrain that was very, very, very difficult. On the second trip, we had more stable infrastructure procedures done by JPS, which is the company over there that runs the electrical power.
Team members say the experience was both challenging and rewarding, highlighting the importance of working together with crews from different countries, each bringing their own approach, but united by a common goal.
I was just amazed at how easy we could have worked together, especially the guys from St. Lucia. We worked with them very closely for about 2 weeks, and that was some of the best times we had.
The biggest challenges we would have faced would have been the terrain, along with the weather. It was guaranteed to rain every single day while we were to work. The fact that the company would have had their faith in the crew that they selected to represent BPL, but not only BPL, to represent the Bahamas and ourselves on an international level.
For BPL, it's a reminder that when it matters the most, showing up goes beyond the grid.
Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat and it's good to grow.
It's back. Agri-Expo 2026, presented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, April 10th through 12th at the Gladstone Road Agriculture Center. Agriculture, our heritage, our future, comes alive with the latest farming technologies, exciting cooking demonstrations and competitions, Bahamian farmers and vendors from across the islands, fun for the kids at the Kitty Corner, nightly musical concerts, and free admission for everyone. Bring the whole family and celebrate what feeds our nation. Agri-Expo 2026. Let's get growing.
Bahamians can now book tickets to experience the exclusive Royal Caribbean Beach Club.
Plus, student athletes get a lesson on life after sports. Those details straight ahead.
Also, our very own Roscoe Gibson retires after 40-plus years. Stay close for the celebrations.
And in sports, the Carifta swim team wraps up practices before leaving for the competition.
Tonight, Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royson Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, today marks the close of the crawfish season, and if you've been following along, you know it's been a really, really good one.
Yeah, I've heard those early mornings, full lobster condos, the grill outs.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite part.
Oh, yeah.
I might not be a spearfisher, but I hear you like spearfishing.
I do love spearfishing. It's one of my favorite times of the year. August 1st, it opens up. I'm out there nice and early, and I still have a few crawfish in the freezer. Grammy, I'm going to bring you some, I promise. But as of now, it's time to step back and allow our lobsters to repopulate, mature, and return even stronger next season. With that said, let's dive right into the news. Planning your weekend and looking forward to fully enjoying your Easter holiday in paradise. The Royal Beach Club announced that beginning today, the all-inclusive experience is now accessible to Bahamians who can finally book a stay at the Paradise Island property. Wes Calix Forbes has all the details tonight.
Before now, only cruise passengers to the Bahamas had access to the Royal Beach Club. But today, just in time for the long holiday weekend, the all-inclusive private beach experience officially opens its online booking site to locals, which can now purchase passes at a fraction of the price.
So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when you go to our website and see the prices for the local. So it's going to be heavily reduced, like our GM said. And I think when you go there, compared to the prices that we have advertised everywhere else, Bahamians will be pleasantly surprised. And so we've been very strategic with the timing of this launch. So with the holiday season approaching, we just wanted our guests to have that opportunity to enjoy the beach club for the Easter holiday. So we're very proud of the timing.
But beyond the experience, Royal Beach Club says its core focus remains on Bahamians, rooted in local partnership utilizing Bahamian businesses, which is why it was important to partner with Mobile Assist for the ticket access.
Today is just another reflection of that. We launched local ticket sales powered by one of our local partners, Mobile Assist, to ensure that that ticketing platform and the experience that locals have will be the same as our cruise ship guests have. And so the idea with going with a local partner for local ticket sales is to ensure that that system and that process is seamless, it's practical, and it's familiar for our guests.
The online platform is designed to be simple, similar to popular ticketing system, allowing users to select dates, choose from multiple ticket tiers, and complete their purchase in just few steps. Bahamians looking forward to booking would be required to upload a government-issued ID to lock in that special rate. For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
That definitely looks like a lot of fun. Thanks, Wes. Well, a group of student athletes getting some much-needed real-world tools for life beyond sports recently. This all happening at a career development seminar for the T-Flyers Track and Field Club, where the youngsters were schooled on everything from financial fitness to personal branding. The seminar was put on by T-Flyers coach Samson Colebrook.
And today we decided to do a seminar teaching them about job readiness, college readiness, teaching them about their branding, who they are as an athlete, who they are as an adult. And also, we're going to talk to them about the financial aspect of being an athlete and what it is to be out of high school and know how to conquer and how to save their funds when that money starts rolling in.
Most definitely teach them about budgeting, saving, and tell them about the banking world and how beneficial it can be for them as young athletes, and also when they go to college and even in the work field, how beneficial it could be to save money, budget money, and plan for the future. So that's just my basic conversation for them today.
Nikita Woodside, Charles W. Saunders, psychologist and therapist, also stressed the bigger picture, helping athletes see their value beyond the track.
The significance of this program, Run Your Race, Build Your Future, is to empower my athletes. I'm a track mom, and it's to empower them to recognize that they have the abilities and skills that they need to move beyond track. So that's very important for me. It's also to help them recognize their strengths and weaknesses in choosing their careers. A lot of them did not know what they want to do. And I'm like, wait, let me help my kids. So that's how we started this workshop.
I believe it's important because it allows athletes to understand what it takes to go to college, getting your grades right, your mind right, financial literacy, all those things necessary to go off to school.
With a strong focus on education, discipline, and self-awareness, this marks the first in what organizers say will become an annual seminar for the T-Bird Flyers, with 15 students participating in each session, helping to shape athletes who are just as prepared for life off the field as they are on it.
Absolutely amazing stuff there. Another amazing story, executives and staff here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas bidding farewell to a colleague who has dedicated 40+ years to broadcasting. A special retirement celebration took place on the corporation's ground recently to commemorate the major milestone. LaDon Davis was there.
He's worn many hats and weathered decades at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. Roscoe Gibson has dedicated his extensive career to providing top-quality service to the Bahamian people and mentoring dozens of young production assistants coming up behind him. One of them is production assistant Shamar McKenzie. In a video tribute, McKenzie said he would not be where he is today if it wasn't for Roscoe's mentorship.
I ended up transitioning to do cameras with Lyndon Smith, and then from there I ended up seeing that Mr. Roscoe Gibson ended up being the one to reach out to me, and he was the one where when I went on with him, I knew for a fact that I'd actually learn something.
Sco moved up the ranks from security officer to cameraman and has traveled the world with prime ministers and other ministers carrying the ZNS banner with pride. At his retirement celebration, chairman of the BCB, Picewell Forbes, reflected on his close working relationship with a man he called friend.
Roscoe has always been respectful, steady, humble, patient, and took advice many times from those who were junior to him, sometimes his own peril and being misunderstood. Roscoe has become emblematic of the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas as a penultimate team player.
Minister with responsibility for information and broadcasting, the Honorable Miles Arota, says what he loved most about his interactions with Sco was that he kept it professional. Meanwhile, Deputy General Manager of News Opal Roach and Deputy General Manager of Television Production Ted Jervis applauded Roscoe for his commitment, dedication, and consistency to getting the job done with no excuses.
From the time I met you, we came up together, and you were one of my biggest cheerleaders. And no matter what position I got, you were there rooting and pulling.
A man of very few words, the retiree thanked all of his colleagues for giving him his flowers while he can still smell them.
I know I was able to train a lot of ZNS staff, reporters, cameramen, and where my teacher is. Where's Ashley? Anyhow, Ashley have been a blessing to me. Been a wonderful teacher to me, and so what I did was, after the gift was passed on to me, the Lord told me to pass it on to others.
But the retirement celebration would not be complete without the soothing sounds of Bahamian songbird, Sweet Emily. Happy retirement, Roscoe. We will certainly miss you here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm LaDon Davis.
Yes, and we want to say a special farewell to Roscoe from the entire Access Now team.
Please come on. Thank you so much, Roscoe. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You're going to be well missed. Thank you so much for your energy you bring to the set every single night. It's absolutely incredible. You're a consummate professional, and I can't tell you, it's not going to be the same without you. But I know you're moving on to better things, and it's that time. Of course, I have something else for you after the show.
Yes, it's not just the cupcakes. Cheers.
Of a more adult variety.
But cheers to you, Roscoe.
Cheers, Roscoe.
Cupcakes, cheers.
Pleasure.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks for coming in, yeah?
Of course, yeah, I could not let you leave without saying goodbye myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Still to come, up, it's the new Bahamas Air in-flight magazine, and the editor-in-chief is here to tell us more about what we can find in those pages as we fly. And of course, Diane Dorset has your Access weather forecast, so don't go anywhere.
Good.
A lively Junkanoo lineup set the tone as Liferkey International School greeted Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin and senior ministry officials. The minister left students with a powerful reminder to embrace their potential and strive for excellence.
Thank you for the work that you're doing and to encourage all of the young people here to really just embrace the humanness of who you are and the great potential of what you are, and let the world just see it express itself and play out. We wish you all the best as you're in the second term. You have one more term.
The program featured a variety of performances, including a harmonious selection by the school's choir. Guided ministerial officials on a tour of the campus's state-of-the-art facilities, highlighting the new computer labs, recording studios, and dance studios. I'm Bryden Wilson, and this is Ed Talk.
A storied party falling apart. F&M's fleeing. Chaos. Confusion. Even court battles. What's happening with the F&M is sad. Divided. Directionless. Dysfunctional. The ones left behind won't admit it, but it's chaos inside. They say a fish rots from the head down. If Michael Pintard can't keep his own party together, how can he run an entire country?
And Royston, it's Tuesday and it's time for your Access weather forecast. Your quick look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days. Our satellite picture shows mostly clear skies. We had a mix of sun, wind, and cloudiness today, fairly quiet but not entirely dry. A column of cool, dry air is settled over the country, while fresh to strong trade winds, driven by a strong high-pressure system, continues to dominate weather conditions across the islands. It's still possible we get a few quick passing showers, but these showers will be light and fast-moving with plenty of dry air overhead, keeping anything from getting too strong. Now, across the country, winds are moving easterly at different speeds. For now, winds in the northwest Bahamas are moving easterly at 12 to 18 knots, with seas at 3 to 6 feet. We'll get high tides at 7:51 and again at 8:09 in the morning. Now in the central Bahamas, winds are easterly at 15 to 20 knots, with seas at 4 to 7 feet and a small craft advisory in effect. Now for those in the southeast Bahamas tonight and tomorrow, winds will be easterly at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, with that small craft advisory also in effect. Now on Thursday in the northwest Bahamas, winds will be east to southeast at 15 to 25 knots, seas at 5 to 8 feet, a high tide at 8:48 in the morning and a low tide at 2:58 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeast Bahamas, winds will strengthen easterly at 20 to 30 knots, seas at 7 to 10 feet, and small craft operators are advised to stay in port. It's time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. My work is on the wall.
from jackfish to killer whale. I jump in my dinghy boat and I head on down the coast. I need a fish to bite. My kids gotta eat tonight, so I do what I gotta do. Take some fish back for them to stew. I've been in the trade long, and I was very strong. By my father's hand, say get fish boy to make them.
That was your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access Weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone. Melina, Royston.
Thank you, as always. Now, if you've flown on Bahamas Air lately, you might have seen a new magazine for your viewing pleasure. Up is the national carrier's official in-flight magazine, offering a curated journey through the destinations, stories, and experiences of the Bahamas. Joining us on Access Now to tell us all about it is Up Editor-in-Chief Indira Saunders. Welcome to the Bahamas on Access Now.
Thank you for having me, Royston. We're so happy to be here with our ZNS family to tell you a little bit more about what we have going on at Up In-Flight magazine. If you fly Bahamas Air, you've got to see it. It's right there in the pocket,
right in the seat back,
right in front of you.
And colorful enough that it invites you to pick it up.
And that's actually what we want to do. We want to invite everyone to pick it up because we work hard to create really interesting stories, travel stories all around the Bahamas that make people want to kind of pick it up. And guess what? You can take it home with you.
Lovely.
I don't think people know that.
I normally put it back. I didn't know I could take it with me.
It is yours to take home.
Really?
It says right here, if you look on every copy, it says your copy.
Your copy.
Take it home, people. It's yours. We have people who collect them. You know, I've met people in Orlando who said,
they look absolutely collectible. Look at this cover.
It is collectible.
This is from the September relaunch.
That is the
I want to talk to, if we can back up just a little bit, about the relaunch and everything that went into that. The branding, the look. This is, of course, Aisha Bowe. You have a new cover coming up, but this is very special, I believe. That's the first relaunch edition.
That was our first one. We came out with that in September, and we were so proud to get Aisha Bowe. As we all know her, she's the astronaut. She's our Bahamian aerospace engineer.
Absolutely.
Our astronaut, and she's from Exuma. So she agreed to fly home, and we flew her down to Exuma, and we took this photo on the Grand Isle beach, right there in Exuma.
It's a stunning photo.
Yes, yes, yes. So it was her returning home, and we just kind of did highlights of Exuma in this issue. We also we want to cover all aspects of travel, not just the big Nassau travel, but we also had an issue in here, a story in here about flamingos, like a flamingo safari in Inagua.
That's beautiful.
I mean, would you believe how many
These are
people...
the kind of colorful stories people are looking for.
So many people reached out to us about that, how to do a flamingo safari. We have fitness tips, we have health tips, we have where to eat. We have a dine around section that we highlight new restaurants, and in this new issue,
yes,
which
of
out
course,
now.
I see my boy on the cover doing his rock climbing.
Yes,
that's Chester Robar, so don't, well, if you can get a zoom up on that, you'll see him.
With Chickcharney Real Rock. So he's highlighting what all we can do at the Clifton National Heritage Park. And not a lot of people know all the activities that are available to us. There's rock climbing, obviously there's like, you can go diving, there are nature walks, there's history, there are ruins to see. Yes. And I know that Clifton now is inviting the public to come and rediscover things that you think you know. So there's lots
of... The magazine, the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it invites you to read, the stories that are so curated for, I think, the visitors and residents alike, and the fact that it has a lot of, in tons of Bahamian authors, is so special, and I can't wait to see where you're going to take it in the future.
Writers from everywhere and from all across the Bahamas. Grand Bahama, Inagua, Eleuthera, Exuma, we're coming to all the islands.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to have you back. I will be taking my next copy.
Thank you for having us.
It's time now to turn things over to Total Sports to see what's on tap.
You know I talk too much.
Shop Smart Department Store, your miracle, right here at number 122 Marquis Street, is having a 25% off everything Easter sale. Hop on into Shop Smart. We're open Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your shopping convenience. So take advantage of these sales we have going on, or visit us at www.shopsmart242 to place your order. Shop Smart, we're here for you for whatever season of your life.
Grand Bahama, the pageant capital, will play host to the hottest youth event of the year. It's the 2026 Exquisite Catamaran Center's Miss Teen Universe Bahamas Preliminaries. Under the patronage of Minister for Grand Bahama and MP for Pine Ridge, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, the most beautiful girls from around the family of islands will compete for the big opportunity to wear the coveted crown. Come and witness the stage heat up in national costume, swimsuit, evening gown, and talent, and a special appearance by Exquisite and Citrus Bahamas pageantry system. It all goes down at the Regency Theater, Friday, April 10th, 7:30 p.m. Admission at the door, $40, and $20 for school students 17 and under. Don't miss the event of the year.
Welcome to your Tuesday evening sports check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. It was the final practice session over the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center this morning. Bahamas' Carifta team as they head into Martinique, hoping to secure an 8th consecutive Carifta swim crown. The team is locked in and ready to hit the pool. Here's head coach Trubano McPhee.
3 days out, we just got 3 more swimmers in from out of town who were able to join us, 2 team captains, and we're still waiting on 3 more swimmers to make about 36-member team. So we're looking good. 3 days out, we're heading to Martinique, and then competition starts on Saturday. The swimmers look real excited and ready to go. We're fine-tuning some details on the relays, sharpening up on starts, on turns, and just getting the team chemistry back down.
I'm sure that we going home that.
Yeah, the mindset is always to, come out on the first day and try to take dominance of the meet. And obviously, we want to make sure that we stay where we are or move up on our positioning. Every point counts, especially on relays, which are doubles. So, we're looking to go there and score big on our relays. A lot of the relays, we are seeded first, so we got to maintain those positions. And, take advantage of, day one, come out and, try to build a lead and, hopefully, maintain that for the second and third and fourth day.
And for the swimmers, they're certainly eager for the competition.
I feel great. It's nothing new to me, so I know what I'm going there for, and I have my goals set, and I'm planning to come out with a lot of medals, stack up the points through relays, helping my team with relays, and individual races, just get all the points and help Team Bahamas come out on top.
The performances, now you're heading into your third one. Just tell us what's your expectation.
My expectations are very high as I'm looking to come in with a lot of gold medals, drop time, and even qualifying for more international events in the future.
How does it feel heading into this championship?
I'm very excited. I just wish to stay focused, to exceed in my races, and I make my family and friends proud.
In the 242 heading into Grenada, and gave us his thoughts on which divisions we should look out for.
100 meters, also the 200 meters, 400. Man, listen, I could riddle off all the events. We even have some distances that I think we'll rank in the top 3 and 4. Under 17 boys 800. The under 17 girls long jump is going to be competitive with Jose Johnson and Teray Forbes. And even the throwers, every year we go to Carifta. Coach Maycock and Kyle Higgs, they produce team members that break records. And I don't expect anything less this year.
Both contingents expect to leave for their respective destinations on Thursday. In basketball news, Philadelphia 76ers rookie VJ Edgecombe felt right at home on Monday night at the Casilla Center. While the arena's name isn't the same as when he was a kid, that being the American Airlines Arena, it still felt like something of a homecoming for the Bimini native. The Sixers would fall to the Heat 119-109. But again, with the amount of Bahamian fans in attendance, it certainly felt like a home game for the Sixers. Of course, the Bahamas, a quick flight away from Miami. Plenty of Bahamians showed up and were loud in their support of VJ. He would post 13 points in this one. But despite getting the loss, VJ taking hundreds of selfies with Bahamian fans post-game. In tennis news this past weekend, the John McEnroe Tennis Center, in partnership with Mason Bahamas, hosted its inaugural gentlemen's singles shootout. The event was played on hard courts and featured 12 competitors. Thursday's action was conducted in a round-robin format. Following day one results, players participated in a random draw for Friday's knockout stage. At the conclusion of the tournament, William McCartney emerged as champion, defeating Finn Coco of Washington, D.C. Third place was won by Anthony Munnings, and fourth place would go to Sanaj Watkin. That's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. Mama Jal Knowles signing out until tomorrow.
Well, for this set of awards that I'm here tonight to present BTC with for the best mobile coverage in the Bahamas and the best mobile video experience in the Bahamas, these are comprised from data that is taken from speed test users. Here in the Bahamas, our speed test results have yielded BTC for the second year in a row as the winner in having the best mobile coverage. Well, primarily it comes down to the foundation, and the foundation of any network, whether it be fixed or mobile, is a good engineering team. So the engineering team here at BTC has really knocked it out of the park. Ookla Speed Test Awards are given to the provider with superior network performance as determined by our fully independent and unbiased speed test results. A Ookla Speed Test Award win represents a true team effort across the BTC organization. I think it's appropriate to give acknowledgement to the BTC engineering, marketing, sales, product, and management teams for your determination and dedication to provide the best-in-class service to your mobile network clients in the Bahamas.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Grand Bahama, we've helped 486 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $14.4 million in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Grand Bahama's economy by investing in its leading sectors: food and beverage, tourism, and fishing. Every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SBDC Bahamas.
You're looking at an aerial shot of the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium by drone pilot D. Shane Gibson. And it's time now to see what's happening in the Family Islands. Let's go.
Thanks for the Let's Go effort, Marlena. The need for ambulances on the Family Islands is now being addressed. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, says newly graduated EMT specialists are now undergoing extensive training before they're deployed to the Family Islands. Darville says while this comes at a hefty price tag, his team is working diligently to get to the bottom of the issue. For instance, Minister Darville assured that a second ambulance is set to be deployed to Exuma.
In Exuma, we have ambulance services available in Exuma. The thing with Exuma, it's a big island, and there's always a question for the logistics in the event of action and movement for individuals that may be further away, particularly in the Georgetown Clinic.
And you know we love to bring you some fun features, so take a look at this one. Bahamians flooded the American Airlines Arena in Miami to watch Bahamian basketball sensation VJ Edgecombe play. Now, while VJ and the Philadelphia 76ers didn't bring home the win, it was massive 242 energy in the arena. Just look at the amount of flags that you see in that video. And we got that video, of course, from the Instagram page, Modesec242.
I can see those flags waving there and Bahamian colors showing in full display.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, VJ Edgecombe, what a watch. I mean, from record-breaking debut to his electrifying dunks. I can't get enough of seeing them just like
And one thing we do, it doesn't matter what the sport is or if it's creative. We come with our supplies. We come with our flags.
Yes, we do. And we come with that Bahamian energy. You know we're in the building.
You know that Bahamians were there.
You're absolutely right. Now, be sure to send us your cool pics and videos just like that one.
Yeah, you can email them to btaccessnow@gmail.com. And that does it for Access Now for tonight. And remember, The Rundown with Howard Grant returns on April 7th.
April 7th. Good night, everybody.
What you see on this this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
Good day and welcome to DIR Let's Talk Sense. I'm your host, Beaumont Todd, the Training Communications Manager here at the Department of Inland Revenue. And I just want to welcome you to this special episode of Let's Talk Sense, the department's official podcast where we break down all tax matters and queries to make it easier for you, our customers, to be compliant. Today, I have a special guest in the studio, Mr. Steve Davis, who is the Condo Hotel Tax Manager as well as short-term and vacation rental. Welcome to the show, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Todd, for having me here today. The invitation into your space to share on all things with regards to short-term vacation rental.
Well, it's a pleasure having you today. Tell us a little bit about your role and the hotel condo tax and short-term rental and what the unit is responsible for.
Okay. Condo hotel